for the Napier City Proposed District Plan, hearing of submissions. Hearing stream 3 covers quite a variety of zones and hence issues. So I won't read them all out, but we will have, to start the hearing, we will have a summary statement from each of the reporting officers for the topics. I presume sort of in the order that they are on the schedule. Okay, cool. This morning's, or today's hearing is really confined to the morning. We have 3 submissions following the officers' presentations from the Ahuriri Estuary Protection Society, so welcome to them. We have their presentation in front of us too. Following morning tea, we will have the city's events manager talk to their presentation, their submission, and before lunch we will have planner for the Ahuriri Regional Park Joint Committee. And tomorrow is a full day. I won't go over all that, but we will have quite a full day of submissions to hear there. The panel for today is comprising myself as the chair, Robert Schofield. To my left, I have Commissioner Rob van Voorthausen, and to my right, Commissioner Brosnan, who will be hearing the submissions today and tomorrow. We do have a number of potential conflicts to manage. So today, Commissioner Brosnan will recuse herself from hearing submissions on the Ahuriri estuary zoning because of her role as chair of the committee currently. Tomorrow I will recuse myself from Transpower, hearing any submissions and deliberating on any matters relating to Transpower submissions on the national grid. And also Commissioner van Voorthausen will recuse himself from hearing Mr Guy Pankhurst, who he knows personally. So that's how we will manage those conflicts for this particular hearing stream. Apart from that, I think we're all good. We all know the health and safety routines, having been here many times before. So just follow the staff's instructions if an event does happen. So thank you. Without any other matters to raise, I think we will start fairly promptly and get the show on the road. So, Ms. Sajan, would you like to talk to your particular topics?
Morena, this morning I will be speaking to the Boat Harbour Zone with my colleague Brooke Hemmings on the Marine Industrial Zone. I'll speak first and then I'll let her introduce herself and then continue myself. My name is Jeriel Sargent. I'm employed as a policy analyst within Napier City Council's City Development team. My qualifications include a Bachelor of Business Studies and a Master of Public Policy. I have 2 years' experience working in resource management policy in local government, and I have been involved in the review of the PDP since 2022. I have prepared the Section 42A report with Ms Hemmings, but I was not involved in the drafting of the Boat Harbour Zone chapter or the Section 32 report. Brooke?
Cool. Morena, my name is Brooke Hemmings, and I am the author of the Marine Industrial Zone as well as the Boat Harbour Zone with Ms Sargent. I am employed as a graduate policy planner within Napier City Council's City Development team, and my qualifications include a Bachelor of Social Science in Political Science, Education and Public Policy. I have been involved in the proposed district plan since January of 2024, and while I've prepared the Section 42 report for the matters relating to the Marine Industrial Zone, I was not involved in drafting the proposed district plan chapter or the Section 32 report.
An overview of the topics. The Marine Industrial Zone historically provided for marine industrial activities, such as boat manufacturing and servicing that were dependent on the proximity to the coastal environment. However, this zone no longer reflects current land use in Napier, as these activities now occur inland. The Boat Harbour Zone is a new and a specialised zone that supports marine-related recreational, community and tourism activities while balancing coastal management objectives. The report addresses the proposed deletion of the Marine Industrial Zone and the associated refinement of the Boat Harbour Zone, provisions to better align with the NZCPS and the evolving use of Napier's waterfront. The matters raised in submission. A total of 12 primary submissions and 3 further submission points were received across the Marine Industrial Zone and the Boat Harbour Zone chapters. The key themes include the deletion of the marine industrial zone. Napier City Council proposed the removal of this zone, citing that its purpose was no longer relevant with activities shifting inland. The boat harbour zone provisions that submitters sought changes to the boat harbour zone, including the modifications to permitted activities, building height limits and standards to align with the zone's coastal character. Emergency management, Fire and Emergency New Zealand requested explicit standards for water supply to ensure adequate firefighting resources for new developments. Airport and bird strike risks submissions highlighted the need to manage potential bird strike risks from activities within the boat harbour zone, given its proximity to the Hawke's Bay Airport. And finally, the fence height and reserve management plans. Submitters raised concerns about outdoor storage, fence heights, while others sought better alignment with reserve management plans and conservation activities. At the time of releasing this opening statement, there wasn't any expert evidence supplied, but there was no matters raised by the panel. There was one question to the boat harbour zone that was answered. It was just a matter of correction. And so the key matters in contention was the rezoning of the marine industrial zone to the boat harbour zone, the appropriateness of removing the marine industrial zone and integrating its provision into the boat harbour zone was a significant point of discussion. This shift reflects the changes in land use and aligns with the Reserves Act and the NZCPS objectives. The permitted activities and building heights in the boat harbour zone, maintaining the coastal character of the zone while providing for compatible uses remains a core issue. Recommendations include retaining the current 7.5 metre building height limit to reflect the zone's coastal character. Emergency management, explicit reference to the Napier City Council Engineering Code of Practice has been recommended to address concerns raised by FENS regarding water supply standards. And bird strike risks, rather than introducing restrictive rules, amendments to the assessment criteria are proposed to ensure potential risks are considered where it's appropriate. Amendments addressing these issues are detailed in Appendices A and B. And thank you. We are happy to take any questions.
Thank you for that. Just a couple of questions for me, and then I'll turn to the panel. The rezoning from marine industrial to boat harbour, is that really in contention? Is anyone opposing that as such, or is it?
No, no one's opposing that.
No, okay, so good. And the other question was the statement submitted from the FENS planner. Was there any response to that in regard to your recommendations?
That's a matter that's been raised across multiple chapters as well. So we haven't formulated one specific to this, but we're keen to hear their response and then respond consistently across the multiple chapters as well.
Right. Is there a point in the hearing we should sort of address specifically the FENS submission? Do you think? An appropriate point?
I wasn't aware of a point in the hearing today.
No. Okay.